as well as on YouTube. Today I have a special guest with me. He is Manas. He is life balance coach, and he has a full experience of 16 years working in corporate industries, knowing how to balance life. And today we are going to sit with him, learn his experiences. So yeah, I'll just join him with me. Give me a minute. Hey, hi Manas.
Hello, Mushkan. Hello, Dr. Muskan. So, yeah, it is.
How are
It is a
you?
great pleasure. I'm good. I'm good. I'm doing good. Yeah, it is a great pleasure for me. Thank you for inviting. Actually, yeah, really
Most
looking
welcome.
forward.
We are looking forward to learn more from you.
Yeah, I'm always happy to serve you and your audience. Yeah, thank you.
So, my first question from you is Manav, what inspired you to focus on helping working professionals achieve life balance?
Yeah, so I myself, as a working professional, and worked more than almost a decade in these multinational organizations, starting from my careers after doing the graduations in engineering, and I worked almost many corporates, all multinational corporates, and I
Wow.
what I observed from different people's starting from my the graduate journey. Uh, Many people undergoes a lot of stress, anxieties, depressions, health issues, a lot of financial problems, relationship problems, but then back in 2013, uh, and almost 2 years I myself struggled a lot with my health, and in 2015 I got severely health crisis, and I went for a diagnosis, and then that time doctor told an ayurvedic treatment I went for, but that time told if you are continuing work like this way, um, you might get bone cancer by 6 months. And it was a wake up call for me. Oh really? But health is first and foremost important and priority for me. So I designed and took care of few months back gap, and then I came back and much stronger. But when I that time I was very young age, just after passing out from the college, don't care about all these things,
Hmm.
chilling the life, and always go for always doing hard work, and of course I'm doing much harder work now, but still that time it was in different things I did, and I did not take care of health, and I could understand my pain, and I could see in front of me the lot of pains are there. The people are undergoing a lot of pain, but they are helpless. And but when I have undergone proper treatment and things, I recovered. And 3 years back, when my mother's health was severely back and went down, that time when while serving my mother, that time I took a proper mentorship, and I really looked inside me. And then my mother, actually that time my mentor told, you know what you undergone now, many people are undergoing that, and I could see that, but practically I was not sure that how I should be reaching out to people actually. Then my mentors told, now it is your duty, you have received it, you implement it in your life, now it is your duty to share with others. So that gives me a lot of courage, and it gives me a lot of enthusiasms, and no, I need to share because many people are actually needing that. So
I feel
if I can
blessed here
sell.
to be here with you right now. Like I
Yeah.
can feel in the vibrations. I got goosebumps that Manas is not only telling what life balance is, he's on a mission to take out people from the hell to heaven. Wow. I loved your authenticity. Powerful. Like I was
Thank you.
getting goosebumps when you was telling your story.
Was
So
thank you.
Manav, what are the
Yeah,
top
that's what it is.
Mhm.
Yeah,
what
please
are
go
the
ahead.
top three signs of imbalance in someone's life?
Okay, yeah. So first, it is like person feels constant fatigue and low energy. Uh, I say
Hmm.
the low energy means almost a dead man or dead, dead woman. Always, I personally feels always been high energy. So this is the first thing that they feel always fatigue and low energy. Second is they always feel the lack of time and attention. That's why they have very, I would say, the strained relationships. When I'm talking about the relationships, I'm not talking about only husband and wife, but it is relationships among the family members, among the people around it. So they do not have the always good relationships, and they feel the lack of attention. And third is, they have always faced that, like focusing and maintaining the productivity at work. So these are the signs you can get from those people. If they are not having proper balance in life, if someone is having the balance, they will be always high productivity, they will have time for everything, and they will feel always high on energy. It's
I
like,
feel
how is the Joss is always high.
just like the body needs oxygen to breathe, soul needs love to breathe.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
because we are having a quadrant in life, one is health, one is relationships, one is our career life, and one is our mental health. So, if one area is affected, other three are also affected. Like, it is so
Yeah.
beautiful point you have highlighted. Like, this is something which is pain point of our whole public right now. Like,
Yes.
they really want to come out from that, but they don't know how to go. Like, if they will leave the job, will they be able to start their business at home? So
Yeah.
I feel, with this video which we are doing on Instagram, it's not just a video. We are telling public that just collaborate with us. We will tell you step by step approach that how we are going to take you to the next level of yours.
Yeah.
Like, wow, you have highlighted so beautiful point that
Thank
because
you.
of
Yeah.
fatigue they are having relationships problem also. So
it's
Manav,
it, it's all are interrelated.
mm,
Things starts from one, and it's connected. It's health, wealth, and relationship, they are all interrelated. And it is called, I say, when I teach this to in our communities, in our students and members, especially in our one of the program called Synergy Health Challenge program, where we teach that in four quadrant. One is physical world, one is mental world, one is your spiritual world, and one is your emotional world. So physical world is nothing but the reflection of all three world. So when what I see outside is everything is there inside. So how we are physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually fit, that also that reflects how physically we are.
yes, wow, it is written somewhere. I was just getting a
Yeah.
reflection of that our outer world is a reflection of our inner world.
Inner world.
So once
Yes.
we are going to change our inner world, our whole outer world changes. It feels like our
Yes.
public must be feeling some magic. Like these
Yes.
guys are.
I feel that, I always says, in our boot camp, when we do
Hmm.
see life is, we always believe in things because we are in the era of science and technologies. Don't believe in only in theory, believe in logics and reason. Everything is logical, but I feel always says life is beyond the logic, it's magic. The
Yeah, I
actual things
totally
happen
believe.
in life is magic. Not the logics. Where logic fails, magic starts there.
Yeah, because our public is फसोफाइड इन द लॉजिक कि जॉब तो करनी ही है, लाइफ ऐसे ही चलती है, जस्ट द वे मेंटालिटी. And we
Yeah.
are telling here that come with us, strive your business sitting at home, and just have a balance in your life. Like, you will get the financial freedom also, you will get the relationship freedom also, because you have to work only little time and then you can spend time with family as
Yeah.
well. So
Yeah.
Manav, next question for you is, how does an unbalanced life impact productivity and mental health? Nowadays
Yes. So
depression is at peak.
yes, actually, the unbalanced life actually leads to chronic stress. Now, not only the chronic stresses, it's burnouts, it's anxieties. Actually, it's, if we talk about productivities, how it's impacting productivities, it's hampers our decision makings. It reduces our efficiencies. It strains our personal relationships, and this everything. See, all these things: burnout, stress, anxieties, this inability of making proper decisions, work efficiency, personal relationships. This makes a cycle of dissatisfactions, where we ourselves dissatisfied. When we are dissatisfied, when I am dissatisfied, how we can make satisfied to others, or make others happy? That is not
Mm.
possible. So this is very very important. Now stress is there, but that is becoming, so now, chronic stresses. Now, if you will be shocked to hear, And nowadays in this and now in uh, last year 2023 ashana statistics shows each and every person, every working man or woman feels burnout every year once at least.
Mhm.
That is alarming. And not only that, 70% of our youths feel mentally chronic stress. Now stress is one thing, chronic stress is different thing. You are a doctor, you might be knowing much details about it.
I
So
want to even express my story as well. I work as budding intensivist in ICU, and this burnout story is almost every day.
that is, and I myself undergone, when I was a young graduate, so works 2 years, and then works almost 12 14 hours without caring anything. That was the biggest mistake I have done. I feel that everything is giving 100% doesn't means everything I have to put in only work. That is that could be everything's for have a time for it. So time for eating, time for sleeping, time for even for work. Even if you work for 12 hours, no problem, 14 hours, no problem, but have these things for it. Even I works like I love to do what I love to do. But yeah, and now I feel completely different, transform passion by applying the same
What's
things.
the first step to building balance when someone is feeling completely overwhelmed? Like we are telling to our public
Yeah.
that come
Hmm.
thrive with us, we will give you work life balance and everything. So, what is the first step?
So yeah, I'll tell you here briefly what could be the first steps and how the tactical steps, how the next steps would be. And so first is, one is to identify one's priority, or one is to pause some things and know and start small. Now dedicate some time for self-care or reflection. First is awareness. Be aware that where I am struggling. If I don't know where I'm struggling, if I go back to my story, what I told in the initially, you will be surprised. When I was diagnosed by ayurvedic treatment, it told, if you continue to work like this, you will be getting a bone cancer in the coming 6 months. And I was feeling, maybe I was not able to focus. uh, the second question you asked me, what are the three symptoms? One of the symptom I told, the less productive in work, and I was getting that symptom, but I was not aware that time. So when I was not aware, what I was pushing more myself. I was
Mhm.
pushing my minds. I am not focused, I am not focused, let me put more focus on my work. So i was
Mhm.
i was putting my more pressure.
Mhm.
And what was happening, I was getting more burned out as a breaking. But I was feeling, no, 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 my physical strength is not, maybe physically I'm okay, mentally I'm not okay. I was telling myself again and again, I was pushing more. Then when I diagnosed, then he's telling us, no, you are mentally perfect, but you're physically getting breaking down. And that, but I was not aware. Then I got awareness. Then I was alert. So first thing was being awareness. If I know that what is what, then I can take the next step. Then I slowed it down. Okay, I understood. Now the next step is start small. Okay, I resigned and taken treatment. Took one step at a time. Then it build it up. So if I want to see everything, sometimes it happens too much overwhelmed, and I understand it happens nowadays. But see, even if we feel overwhelmed, being overwhelmed is not the solution. So we need
Mhm.
to understand, accept it. It is, I am feeling overwhelmed, it's okay, it's fine, I'm a human being, it can happen. Accept it, take a next step at a time. Best thing is always be in touch with good doctor or the mentor, even, and those who already undergone those things and they lived their lives. So life balance coach, life coaches, they help these things to understand their situations, and they can take it further. And the same situation it happened, and when I implemented these things, I never look back it again. And that's why I am, no, not only that, I'm also trying to serve others, so that they
Wow.
don't feel the same situation.
Mm. So,
Yeah.
what I picked up is the most beautiful line which touched my heart was start small, dream big.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
when you're going to leave your job and just going to try for love, work life balance, sitting at home, you have to start small and you have to dream big. And the second beautiful point you have told that uh, pain happens in the moments.
Yes.
Now choosing to live in that pain is suffering, which is a choice which we
Yes,
all make.
exactly. Yes.
So
So
what
I
do you
always say to people that is a happiness is a choice. Someone say, "Arey, how to do that? You know, office always work. They always give me the deadlines. Always." And I told you need to choose. See,
Yes.
human beings, we all living entities have only one thing is desire or have a choice. I always say it is like B, C, D. Life is we are B means we're taking birth and D is death. Between B and D, there is a later called C, that is
Wh-
choice.
what
Living
is
entities
the
between birth.
mega powerful energies are creating? I don't know what divine downloads you are doing in me, Manas. All goosebumps are happening while having this conversation.
So is always we have
Super
choice.
blessed
Thank you
connecting with
so
you
very
people.
much. Actually, I am so blessed actually to able to contribute. Thank you.
So the like you are life balance coach. I want to request you to share one's personal example or any case study of someone you have helped created a life
Yeah.
balance.
Life balance.
Hmm.
Okay,
Some case study.
there are many case studies. One of our students was there. I remembered that time I did not even started health coaching, but because I have undergone that pain in 2000. I'm talking 14, 15, and that time I had the my desire how I can help others. When it was there, the similar situation happened, and then he connected later on when I started doing this journey. And also his mother undergone cancer, and his father was not there.
Hmm.
And his father was almost death situation, he was there. And mother was undergoing cancer, and the person left the job from Dubai and came here and just joined. He's the only person having income and undergoing treatment. and
Hmm.
he has a lot of work pressure. Lot of work pressure means lot of work pressure. And that time he was in Mumbai. The Mumbai stress level is much higher than any other cities. I lived almost practically major cities, tier 1 cities. So, and that was a very tough time. I told the first thing, uh, you take care of your mother first. That is your first choice. You need to do job. Definitely you need to do. Find a suitable job which it can gives you good time for your family first, because in this situation you need to have more time. Now sometimes it looks, oh, we always need money. Yes, we always need money. For what? For them. If I do not have that, no point. So he switched the job that time, took a comparative less workload, uh, good salary, of course good salary. And he switched it. And then I told the first thing you do, few steps I told him basically. And then I told, forget about your mother's balance or your balancing her life. First you need to take care of yourself. At least in this situation there will be a lot of overwhelming situation will come. So do not get distracted, do not get feel down. First you take care of yourself first, that you need to go again and again. In those situations you need to be in the hospital, be ready. Even you be always be ready, even anything's happen. Even if you leave the job, still I am there. And the same situation, it happened long back in my life. And I was there because I have undergone those situation. So I could share with my experience. And that's why I he always comes, he says, you are just like my younger brother, you know brother, whatever you say I am there for you. And that's why he came here, and this consultation is took. And then I always see, how is your mother? He tells now she's cancer free within 2 years. Now they have very wonderful family and everything. So a lot of blessings. And not only that, even it same thing happened for me. And during that time, in middle of the night, I used to get my sleep used to disturb, and I used to, "Arey, tomorrow again I have to go for work." That is tension, anxiety, that was used to come. But now even I work many times 16 hours, 14 hours to 16 hours almost every day. I never feel burnout. I never feel stress. I never feel anxieties. Even I talk to even my friends, and even for uh, in our working professionals and in this field. And also we connect to many coaches like you, uh, even night dead of the night and I have the same energy level when you get up in the morning.
Uh,
So the same things I applied in my
so
life, and
powerful.
I feel, and
Like
the
when
same thing
we love
happened, you know.
the work, it is a play for us.
Yes, it is a play for us, exactly. So when I say that when we play, we need absolute attention. But you know, even a spiritual person even sometimes chants or meditate can do be inattentive. But when we play, we'll never be inattentive. And these things I have observed very closely in my actually from my son. He's younger and just 3 years old. When he does something with full absolute attention, he always is play. So these things I even learned, and the same thing happened. Even recent, I will share one more incident happened, you know. uh, Almost 12 hours I worked in the daytime, since the morning. And I had my mentors uh, boot camp program. I was attending a program of my mentor Tony Robbins, and that was in US, from US morning our night. So I worked from night, morning 9 o'clock to till almost 9 o'clock. Then we had a session at 9:30. So I had done, and then from 9:30 next the morning 5:30 there will be session, and then again I have consultation, I have work. So I did for the entire one day. Thursday it started in the morning I did, and then again night from 9:30 to 5:30. 5:30 I went for sleep. I got up around 8:30, and then again I started fresh up, had brunch and everything. Then I started walking, and then still I was walking till 5:30 is very comfortably. Then 6 o'clock I was feeling little bit drowsy, and that happened after a long time, you know. Then I was thinking why it is, and it was distracting my focus on work. Then I was thinking neither I am able to concentrate what I want to do, neither I am going for taking rest. So many things. I was feeling little bit dilemma. Then I said, okay, I need to apply the Brahmastra on myself. Though we never use those Brahmastra, even I teach to my students. So do not use this Brahmastra every time. Use on particular time when it is needed. I use that Brahmastra on me for half an hour. I got full power. My hunger was gone, thirst was gone, everything was gone. And then I worked for another 1.5 hour. Then nine o'clock I took the dinner, and then again 9:30 I set for the next day sessions, and it went for another till next day morning 5:30. And then I was sharing this story to my wife in the next day morning. And you are a crazy person. Why you have done this? You should not do it. Because I had to do it,
Like
because that
like right now, I'm having curiosity to know what was your Brahmastra. Like what activation you have done in your energy system.
yeah, that was basically I reset my nervous systems. Sets was there in, if I mention this thing in one word, it is like I made it auto nervous system. I made the nervous system reset the program so that I instantly I can focus. I activated my third eye. I full focused on the next
Is this
moment. Go.
some program you teach in your courses?
Yes, I do.
Please
This is
tell us
in
about that.
one of our detailed program in Synergy Health Challenge. We teach even in sometimes in boot camp. We directly give that experience, and
Mm.
I feel that, as I mentioning that it is not about logic; it's magic, and that magical experience, unless you know people experience it, can't. Even if I explain, you know, that day only the way you are asking the same thing. Uh, that the night itself, the person was asking, I was telling the sharing the story. Oh yeah, yeah, please tell what you have done. And even if I say what does it makes going to difference in your life, it is not about that. It is you need to experience it. So I don't share that directly, you need to experience. So once someone's experience is feels, oh, this is magical. Even with the same process, one
So,
person's mother got died. You know, one person's mother got died, and he went for cremation, and that face of our mother was disturbing her in terms of her focus. And told, then when I make her to do that exercise, Then she was feeling, no, I have no more. Now she was able to again concentrate back. Yeah, please, you
Wow.
are asking something.
So, uh, how can working professionals balance their career aspirations with their personal well-being? Like career
Yeah, so
aspiration as well as personal well, how to balance these two things?
okay, so I always go for like 80-22 rules is always works. But apart from that, also, first we need to accept the imbalance. Then only we can go for balance. Accept that
This
I am
is
in
a bulb
imbalance.
on point. मेगा बल्ब बिकॉज पीपल थिंक ऐसे ही होता है जॉब पे जाओ पैसा कमाओ फैमिली को खिलाओ यस दिस इज द मेंटालिटी विच वी नीड वी आर हेयर राइट नाउ डूइंग दिस लाइव इंस्टा लाइव और यूट्यूब लाइव टू हेल्प देम टू नो वी कैन मेक दिस हैपन
Yes,
we
it is
can have
possible.
career life we can have our personal life and we can have a good financial life as well because
Yes.
what stops them to coming here is financial well-being
Actually,
so
it was not the financial things. When we saw about the financial things is actually the outcome of the own persona. If we see in front of a mirror, what is the inside? That's how it is reflecting in our
like
bank balance.
powerful yes I totally agree because once we know something we can add value into the society we will receive the value by giving that value only जो भी topic जिसको भी आता है just do mastery in that one and just come be
It's
a
the
coach.
exchange of energy.
Yeah, it is exchange of energy like we both are feeling right now. Magical energy.
Yes.
So, what tools or apps you do you recommend managing time effectively?
Okay, and nowadays there are so many tools and technologies. I initially I use tools and technologies. Now, after practicing it, I went away from tools and technologies. Now I made the reset. But one thing I always follow, that is making a just Google Calendar, simple calendar. Whenever the program is there, things are there, I make it, set it, and of course, make some calendar notifications. Things are urgent, things are important. These things also I teach, even the time management, how it can make it more effective
Like
way, so
we are
that
setting online business right now, work-life
yeah.
balance. So, what tools, what apps you would recommend our public? Just giving them a
Forward
little glance. Uh, like
for managing time effectively,
yes,
use calendar first. Make a calendar that you book your own time where you are first, because we are not ourselves. When we see the calendar is free, that means I'm always free, so anyone calls comes, I'm available. Is there calls available? Even if you are not available, still we are available,
yes,
because we keep ourselves available unnecessarily. That means we are not giving the priority for ourselves.
mm,
That's why we are not getting time for our exercise, we're not
mm,
getting time for meditation, we're not getting
mm,
time for our self reflection, we're not getting time for our self care, we're
mm,
not getting time for anything. And then we finally see we're not getting time for even for our own growth. So
yeah.
that is the first step. Say we need to do that. We need to sit. We need to find out what is the most important tasks. Note it down. Put in a calendar. Okay, I want to do these three things in between this time. That's all. And most unimportant things, keep it in the park. So
So
calendar is the
powerful,
best.
like you was talking about care respect. So what role does self care play in crafting life balance?
Yeah, cell balance actually the foundation of life balance. Now, many times people have a lot of misconception. I when i mentor, when I teach, when I share, many people thinks about the self care is about being so selfish, so self centered, that I am caring about me. And even the same things was there in me earlier as well. I was thinking, we are here to serve others, we are always there serve, but unless until we have something, we cannot share it.
Hmm.
If we have bank balance of 1,000 rupees, at least we can give 1,000 to others.
Yes.
If we have
So
zero,
selfish is self-ish.
yes. So so it is very very important. This is the foundation. So and it doesn't take long time, even if it
Hmm.
is 5 minutes. And I started the self care, how it is, I started with the reflection. I started uh, the beginning when I started the small, when I told you in the initial part of this podcast that I told that start with the small. I started at the end of the day and the before retiring. I used to sit in front of me, either mirror or even sometimes like camera like this, or even nothing is there, just sitting, and I had the plan of work. I used to ask questions to me.
Mm.
Okay, this thing is done, this thing is not done, this thing who is going to ask. I was literally asking questions to me, Manas, who is going to do this work?
Mm.
Of course I'm going to do it. When? Oh, it was supposed to be today. Okay, is there any other excuse? So
Yeah.
that was a self care. I started with that, being a productive. Then from there I come to understand that I need to go beyond that.
Mm.
And that self reflection given me a self assessment of myself. So these things I systematically teach even in 12 weeks entire programs I designed, so that the ones comes inside the persons and when it goes out is getting transformed, provided only once applies
Yes,
that.
yes,
So
yes.
that is very very
So,
important.
any final tips for our audience to implement today?
Okay, yes, start with anything you start with small. See,
Mm.
small things. In Bengali, I was from Bengali. It is called. It is like even in Hindi में बोलते हैं बिंदु बिंदु से सिंधु बनते हैं.
Yes,
Even in Hindi, मतलब
powerful.
बिंदु
Yes.
means one drop, one drop, one drop, one drop से makes a नदियाँ बनते हैं.
Mm.
So start small. Any good or bad, it starts from something small.
Yes.
Something we are suffering, something we are struggling, that means we have started something wrong things long back with
Mm.
small activity. Then it's
Mm.
become a builded up. So if we expect that overnight it will be, no, many times people comes and in 10 years of problem they wants in 10 minute solutions. And when sometimes magical experience happen, and then this kind of what I told you, some kind of magical experience happen, they get definitely faith that it has happened. And then they do once or twice and thrice or fifth times in a week. When they're going 6 day in a week, then goes back,
Mm.
then come back to the original. So it
Mm.
needs consistency, it needs, but we need to start
Small.
when you start small, then slowly. And when the mentor or the like-minded community, my like-minded people are there together, then that becomes a habit slowly and eventually. So in order to build that, see, if we do not have that habit, if we do not have the consistency, forget about that we can make it happen by ourselves. No, it is not possible. So for that we need a mentor, we need a persons to whom with whom can connect, or even the community and the culture, right kind of setups. Environment helps. So try to find out a environment and try to find out a mentor, try to find, and start with the small, and you will be able to sync with that energy. And that's
Mm.
how the journey will start. And the same thing started for me as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming as a guest here. Thank you so much, and just adding value in my life as well as in life of public watching us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very
Hari
much,
Krishna.
Doctor. So it is very very enlightening for me to share actually. So again, we'll be really looking forward for in the next and future. And if any way, if I can serve in your community members anytime, please feel free to reach out to me, and I'll be more than happy to share. Thank you.